the home of the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Allen in the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught at the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Inside give to Elliott. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode it right out of bounds. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. The Bills at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 27, Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen going to try and throw on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. 26 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And got his man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
187 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
He's got a man complete past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a two-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
From the 27, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 70 yards. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's on the guard, David Edwards. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Now Allen. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Allen taking it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Yellow. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Allen. Fighting his safety valve. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. This to swell the lead to 6. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Buffalo,